This here's from Den of Geek from right on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2023, and it's called Aquaman 2 box office marks end of DC's worst year since Batman and Robin. Let's see what we got. It's pretty long, might not read it word for word, but before that, shout out to Anna who sent me a very nice Christmas gift. Thank you so much. Also, she goes by Vanity7. It's much appreciated. Okay, moving on. Ho ho ho. Santa Claus came to town last night. When he stopped over at the Warner Bros. Lot, he seemed to leave two sparkling new presents in shiny wrapping paper and a lump of coal they call Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Indeed, the strangest thing about this 4-day Christmas weekend frame at the box office is that technically Warner Bros. Is overall having a pretty happy Christmas. And they say Wonka will take a drop. It's been doing not so good, I guess, but it's going to be doing less, obviously. The first weekend hits the hardest, then it goes down from there, as for the normal pattern. Then they say, well, technically, Aquaman 2 is the biggest movie in North America right now, debuting at a projected 39 million or so over its first 4 days and 28 million over the traditional 3-day frame. That's on par with industry forecasts going into the holiday, which pegged The Lost Kingdom at netting anywhere between 35 and 40 million over 4 days. And by the time the sun sets, Warner Bros. Should have the 3 highest grossing movies of this Christmas Day. But we imagine holiday celebrations will nevertheless be muted in Atlantis, with Aquaman 2 still capping what is arguably the worst year the DC brand has seen since the time George Clooney put on bat nipples and ice skated with Arnie, or Arnold Schwarzenegger, you could say. I remember that, and that was pretty bad. I like Batman movies, that one just missed the mark by quite a bit. Just to unpack the grim math around Aquaman, the truth is the film is crashing on the rocks of earlier, high expectations from its studio. The first Aquaman was released during the same but longer holiday weekend in 2018 and over 3 days grossed 68 million. Furthermore, over 5 days it earned 101 million. Admittedly, Christmas fell on a Tuesday that season, allowing a full 5-day holiday run. But even the comparison's not one-on-one, we can still look at how the first movie earned 83 million in 4 days. This means The Lost Kingdom earned 53% less than the first film in 4 days. And that's including inflation of tickets, which we know now is a thing. Back in 2018, about 5 or 6 years ago or something, tickets were less. Good point. Then they go on to say that word of mouth was really good for the first Aquaman, which it was. I heard great word of mouth. I tried to watch it. It got to me. I didn't like it. And also at that time, the whole Amber thing wasn't full blown. It was just in its infantile stages. I'm sure from the get-go there were fans who were pretty savvy and skeptical of her, but it just wasn't this big thing. So it wasn't like people skipped it because of her at that point. They go on to say things aren't looking good for Momoa's Aquaman. Well, we know. They mention in so many words that there will be a reboot for the DC Universe. Alright, fine. That could be part of the reason people are skipping it, because whatever happens doesn't matter so much. Let's be fair, it's not only because of you-know-who. I'd say something like 25% because of her. Superhero movies not doing so good. We got the reboot, we got the reshoots and the bad word of mouth, and she's in it. So put it all together and you got a Flappy Fish flop. They mentioned the Marvels did terrible, which I'm not surprised at. They say Superman Legacy won't be out till 2025. So, just hype in general, kinda low. They say while Aquaman 2 is lost at sea, Hollywood has had a pretty good holiday season. I guess so. There's been a lot of flops though, so it doesn't seem like their best. They say moviegoing's up 22%. Okay. We had the pandemic and all that noise, so probably people got used to doing things remote and everything, and now people going back out. Fine. I like their writing, by the way. Always these metaphors. Then they give their opinion on movies in general and how they're being made and things like that, and you know what? Let's skip it. Movies ain't what they used to be. Let's leave it at that. They close by saying that superhero movies are just too expensive. If Barbie could do 140 million, Oppenheimer 100 million, and those did really well, then superhero movies should try to tone things down. But whatever. I don't care exactly what they do. What I'm interested in is Aquaman 2 box office marks the end of DC's worst year. So it's still kind of early in the movie's run, but already it looks like it's not going to do good. We'll have the final numbers, I guess, a week or two from now. It'll be in theaters probably for like 12 days or something. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, thank you, Anna. I got a PayPal down there if you want to donate, if you don't want to use a credit card or something. I personally like PayPal. And that's it. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.